I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round.
So you
Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us cement and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
Oh, thank Greta.
St. Pete is still going on that guy.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law.
Oh, well,
No one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free.
do they
Once
want
Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
Will you, though?
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
I don't feel like you soldiers are thinking too much. You're just kind of like, yeah, we soldier, that's what we do. I thought this would be him. Where is he? Oh, he's over here. Is he gonna leave?
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how.
Oh, okay.
Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
I wonder how this is gonna play out. Sir, I've decided your orders are not good.
Seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Sure. Let's go talk to Isabel.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
Kind of.
I was, but
fade out.
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all.
You should talk to his daughter.
It will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
sadly His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands.
Uh-oh.
The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
Oh, you just quit?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
Why?
Because I realized what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
What is his plan?
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then,
I still think your best chance is with Sabine. Quest complete. That's a very, like, non-committal ending to that quest. Yeah, stuff's happening. The obelisk is barely that far, but it's where I want to go. Ambrosia! Two gil. Bombs. Oh, okay. Some kind of routing stuff here, right off to the left, very quickly. Oh no, I can't actually do it. Just the wrong way. On and bottom.
time to fight.
Is it though?
Enough of you, are there? Be safe.
Stop shooting.
Nice try.
Okay. Seriously? There we go.
Two down,
Well, that
one
was
to go.
And that's Sandbreck done, I guess. Alright. I guess that means the last one's probably... Oh, wait. Oh, there's a whole bunch down here, huh? Duty Undying, Blacksmith's Blues, Lines in the Sand. Okay. Oh my, I did not know there were going to be so many down here. I've done the small zone of subquests, or side quests. We're going to be doing like 1 million over here. This is also, like, I got worried about dropped frames earlier, but I think what's happening is the CPU is going to 100 because of 16, and that's the only time it's really dropping frames. So, that's weird. Oh, the disk is also going to 100. So right behind me. There you are. Sup?
Clive, you'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
Go.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
Of course I could.
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask Elle how long we have until the bearers arrive.
Oh.
Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right.
There's.
I'll go and ask.
That's way
Thanks,
too simple.
Clive. I owe you one.
There's no way this is the entire quest. Alright, man.
Don't blame yourself, Elle. This is their fault, not yours.
Oh.
I know, but... No buts about it, all right?
Okay.
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican Army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the Army jumped at the chance.
And you had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
Elle? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
Fade out.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard?
Kinda.
How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme.
Indeed.
She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but... is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now. And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects, someone has to.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar, then. And better not keep Eloise waiting.
So that's her quest. These are quests. Ooh. And then there's this Dalmil quest. I'm actually going to start all the quests, which is probably the wrong way to do this, but since they're giving me so many, I just want to be efficient, and if at any point they decide to put me into the same place, I'll try to do multiple quests at once.
Take that, you
Oh,
naughty...
the door.
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
A green icon.
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone
Oh,
together,
thank you.
all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
That's so.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention.
Oh.
And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws.
Really?
And they grow more organized by the day.
We'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud, by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
How could I refuse?
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
Lines in the sand.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor? That's easy. One of them swings a sword, the other...
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this League of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Okay. That's a fair distance away. Where's the other... Yeah, okay. So we'll get this one started as well. Oh, that's not a door, that's a window.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little unless, I regret to report.
Tragic.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
Sure.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
Interesting. That is kind of inaccessible. What do I do first? I think I go here and I do the blacksmith quest first.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
Anything cool to buy?
Good day.
An orchestrion. Fine, I will take potions.
Thank you. Certainly.
Lion and the Hare.
Go safely now.
I feel like this was a line mentioned earlier.
Clive! You're here!
I am.
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes, at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw?
Oh, you know.
Keen to help us out again?
Kind of.
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did ya?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. So then, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
You want me to talk to you again? Well, that's fine. Actually, yeah, no, that's fine. We'll go.
You, ready for the off then?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
We can't afford to waste any more time.
This is the signal.
Right
Buy
you are.
potions.
Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
Yeah.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls. And there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
Are we just giving the village guards orders?
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
They won't.
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
I am.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
Oh, okay.
All right. Which one of you's first?
That's it. Just one little stab.
Is that it?
Ah.
Apparently not.
Oh. Oh, we've got a chimera or something.
Past me.
Okay.
Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Fair.
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
Of course.
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Oh, okay.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation.
Thanks.
Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same.
Really?
With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravoged isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravoged what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
Maybe send them an apprentice.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time.
Or this.
Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Oh? Oh, hey. He gave me the seal.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift.
Oh, really?
Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to hone an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravoged in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome, as long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Oh my. I feel like your project of reviving the love of the craft might have worked better. Oh, I gotta get this sword. I'll ditch the area, that's fine. We should have done it in the village, though. Showed them this cool sword you made.
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge.
Ooh.
And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
Some time later. So what have you?
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I, trust you'll take good care of it.
Oh,
thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravozd.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok.
Really?
Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
Okay.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Quest complete. Gotterdammerung. And the Ragnarok. Whoa. 325, that seems pretty... Gotterdammerung recipe unlocked. Yeah, okay. Very well. I do want to ask... Blacksmith Blues 4?
So, what'll it be?
Ice Brand. Wait, what? Here's a cool
Anything
weapon.
else?
But Ice Brand... Oh no, Ice Brand is not better. The only reason that it looks good is because I'm still... Yeah, I'm not using Ragnarok yet. There we go.
Trouble with your gear, or... What do you want?
So now Ice Brand does not look anywhere near as good as what I've got. Okay. There it is. Gotterdammerung. I need more Orichalcum, 2 Dark Steel, and a primitive battle horn. Where the heck am I going to get all that? And here we still don't have the Stone Tongue, and here we still don't have the Stand.
Anything else?
I need to check whether we have
Papio nuts and all.
I kind of suspect we might have done Because this does very much feel like a final wave sort of deal. Show me the board. Yeah, they're all gone. There's nothing there. Alright. Alright, we were over in this area. Oh, that's a long ride. Oh, might as well get it started. It's not gonna happen unless I do it.
Come on.
Sharp left here.
This might take a while.
Or we can walk away from it.
States.
Titan's Blue. Oh, yeah. No? Yeah, it's just all of this stuff. Whatever. Oh, this looks like there is this. That's open store. What are we doing back here? Oh, this is the right. This is the village. Oh, well, that's bad news. Did you have to kill them?
Oh no.
Really?
You'll pay for this. You may still be survivors.
We left? You guys suck. That's not the way. Okay, just keep going. Oh, yeah. You, sir.
Whatever that thing is, say it's their leader. Let's try.
He looks very dead. There we go. Enemies slain.
Should have stayed in the past.
Unfortunately, we now have a lot of
These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
At least we saved some of them.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions.
Yikes.
Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
Probably.
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
But not your colleagues. Man, Clive was not impressed.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey...
I mean, if it's really important, it might be worthwhile.
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
He's either going to say something super important, something really
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Oh, now we're going to complain about the dead.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful.
This is not a productive allocation of resources.
The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
So you're suicidal.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason.
Very reasonable.
Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rosfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him.
Even if it means dying.
As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
How many people do you think have died using senses, especially back in the old days when that involved people traveling around bothering people? I don't know. Oh, I have completely whiffed on... It's time to use Shiva. I meant to do that, and I completely forgot that I had gotten her abilities. Shiva channel. We haven't even looked. Oh my god. I have so many ability points. Slide effortlessly across the ground. Summon a colossal ice crystal. Well, what are the basics? Multiple shards of ice. Draw. Oh, okay. You can actually pull them. Oh, interesting. Huh. I think... I mean, I'm curious about it. I had this problem where I really haven't learned how to fight at range in this game. And actually, it's a little bit how, like, with Furi, I was really good in melee, and I was really terrible at a distance. Like, it was just like, night and day when they made me switch fighting modes. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up... Yeah, we actually just abandoned that one, so... I can actually just abandon Phoenix altogether and just be like, nah, that's not a thing we do around here, yo. This is going to be so terrible. We're just going to use all the ones that I don't use. I just want to get a feel for them. I'm sure that I'm going to hate it, but I want to see how they feel in combat. And I'll use just like a bunch of rando dudes. Go straight out this way.
Everything's back the way it was.
So we will find a bunch of guys out in the desert and we'll beat them up with my weird powers that I don't know how to use properly.
If those ne'er-do-wells want to band together, let them. There'll be no match for us.
Fly, Ambrosia!
Find some dudes to beat up. This guy, wild.
Be safe.
Guys, kind of sucks to be doing, huh? Okay, this one's actually pathetic. Okay, I didn't even use Shiva. Mega Flare 0. Well, that's not Mega Flare. Okay, those are wild choke those, right? We're gonna fight, right? That's a fight.
Let's go.
That bird. Let's go. Here we are.
Straight home now.
See how this goes. Right. Use Wings of Light, Mega Flare starts charging. I actually, the Shiva ability that pulls them towards me looks like it could be useful. Really need, like, more chances to fight to really understand these things. I'll just take on these guys.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Lot on Fingers! Take his head off!
Mega Flare! How much does it fire this thing? There we go. I'm just gonna flip around a bit. How are these Mega Force gonna go? I like the way they're just like not touching. Alright guys. Mega Flare 2 is up. Alright. I'm starting to think that it doesn't really matter what I pick. Yes, I'm good with those other abilities, but I'm also just super overpowered because I've been doing all the side quests. And now I have the super sword.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you?
I'm right here.
Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
Even with my awful...
No, but... that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
Okay.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar.
Over?
They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic...
And they care?
Without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years. Which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
Alright, this is a twist I did not see this quest taking.
And now everyone knows.
Oh, so it's true.
I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
Really?
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something. And quickly.
You guys all
Convince
suck.
the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors.
And they're gonna listen to Sid the
Lord
Outlaw?
Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
Absolutely not.
I'll do what I can.
Lord Underhill. Bad actor.
Stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
I knew all along that he... Forgive me for disturbing you, but... could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
Why?
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
He was never laughing.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
Can you imagine why?
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil. And they will thank you not to get involved.
Wow, they're just like, no, get lost. Can I just... oops, my sword, these people?
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
I could take them to the hideout.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
And live without Lubor.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
Why the hell?
Why would you let me travel? He's right across the...
I assume the situation is hopeless?
Quite.
There's still hope. But...
not much. What hope do you see? Lord Underhill was completely inefficient.
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time.
Just leave.
They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end. You'll see.
No, you won't.
No, you won't.
Okay.
And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making.
Yikes.
But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me.
Where's this going?
And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against.
Really?
For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones, it is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
They would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves?
He's gonna play villain.
I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. Your reward for clearing out that bandit camp.
Still here to give me rewards.
Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do.
I am
anything.
Sid. I have a hideaway.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
I don't want to see this dramatic exit. Quest complete. Lines in the sand. Oh, oh. Oh. I'm gonna see his drum.
I'm going to go with him.
Probably not.
Why is everyone being mean to Lubor? He didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, that's the problem. Okay. Frostjet Echoes. Actually, no. We'll do the other one first. Once we do that one, they'll want to take us back to the hideaway. Walk that.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal. This is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
Chocobo time.
Ready, go? Yeah!
Time to fight.
Go ahead, say that. Just skip it.
Thanks, Gal.
Free potion.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Oh, I did.
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves. And then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first.
Oh.
It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not neutral. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over.
What?
That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
What?
I wouldn't know.
There's Joshua's just in active time lore forever now.
Yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
Too bad. This resolved nothing.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. And he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. But they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Well, that's
Theo.
me.
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just make sure he's safe.
Oh, okay, alright. The other person with the more.
Hold on, Theo. I'm coming.
Oh, that's the wrong button. And map. Oh wait, I need the local map of this. Alright. This is the right way, right? This is... yeah, this is the right way. Oh, yeah, I have to do this. Dracos. One shot them all. Alright, she was pretty good. I'm gonna jump down. Yeah, I can jump down, alright. What you got? Kids? Just dudes.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver! He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area's flooded with ether.
Ooh.
We just have to pray he makes it out in one piece.
Let's hope.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me.
Oh, okay.
Where are you, Theo?
Time to make a flare. You can make a flare, Zero. That'll be okay.
It's over.
It's weirdly awkward to use these abilities because I'm not quite sure what they are yet. Well, that and I haven't used them. That one I
Damn it. These creatures have already turned.
Okay, fine. Let's stop. Okay, so the vomit one is
I can't waste
like
any more time.
rolls.
I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Yes. Hey, dragon.
Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
Well, maybe I can just make it work. Nope, I can't make it work. Oh my god.
Come on!
Really goes to show just how not very many people do these. It's all good, don't worry about it. home just how bad I am with these abilities. I'm not really any better at like attacking from range with them. Sid is really the only one where it's like, this is a thing you do from range. Bahamut is sort of like, well, you could be at range, but we gave you a weird mix of abilities. I need to change that.
Clive?
Are you alright?
Theodore.
Yeah? He's dead.
You had me worried for...
He's dead. He's very dead. Ah, yeah.
We'll have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream. Theodore!
Do we really have a choice here?
Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Found a cash.
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you! Elle. Theodore. Take care of my sister. Theodore, wait. Goodbye, Elle.
We should get her out of here. This place is not good for her. Well, that went poorly. This entire quest is just like things go badly for Elle. Sometime later.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, In more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to...
Maybe not at the cliff edge.
I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces just like we always have, and to Theo's. Wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
Quest complete. Seriously, we only screwed things up. Scarlet Cyclone. Oh, I guess we get to finish Weird Science now. What a real downer. Let's try to save some bears. Oh, we failed. Oh, there's a dragon. Oh, you brother died. Yeesh. This weird area again.
This might take a while.
Collect spherical echo.
That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now.
Would you like your weird science, sir?
Ah, Sid! Wasn't expecting you back so
Literally everything
soon.
else first, dude.
So, is it good news or bad?
I mean, you get your spherical echoes, so
Good,
take it
thankfully. Yeah.
Ah, that's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away!
Sometime later.
May I present to you the Telemon Furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
Oh.
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? But I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon furnace was just what we needed to perfect it.
That's right.
It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
I can't.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise.
More potions.
So, what do you reckon?
No.
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Maybe. Quest complete. Even weirder science. Alright. Oh, we broke 2,000. Expanded potion satchel. Necessary for further increasing consumable inventory capacity. I didn't get a achievement for that. Inventory maximized. Actually, that is making me wonder if maybe I got disconnected from Steam or something. You obtain an extension. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so. Oh, there it is. With 2 Ds. Upgrade consumable potency and inventory slots to their maximum. Okay. That's as big as the heals get. In that case, I'm gonna
Miss,
make one
can we read
last
Miss
trip
Editor's
to
story for our lessons?
Blackthorn to see if I
Canva
finally
lost.
have the mats. I probably don't, but you never know. I might have dropped them in the middle of all the stuff I was doing.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts? I've never had.
Also, I'm kind of suspicious about this not actually being the last batch of quests. Just because, like, there are clearly some mats for me to get. I mean, Ice Brand sounds cool, but also is worse than what I've got, so no. Got her done wrong. Still no. Rubris, still no. Sons are, still didn't get those things. Okay, fine.
Anything else?
Nope.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
Sell me some potions.
Oh, dude.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Well, because I'm in it. Ha ha.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Sure.
It'd better all be here.
Actually, we're getting to the point where I could actually start buying some of these
Finished, are you?
Alright, I'll save that for later. It is late. I stretched a little so that I can get all of the stuff done. Oh, I want to check the reputation. That would be the last thing to do. I'm sure she's going to give me some reputation points. And then I can start out just right outside the infirmary and just go straight into the MSQ again. She does have reputation points. What you got?
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts?
Faith undying. We are the shadows that quicken in the firebird's wake, and from the shadows do serve our Lord and those who he would be his wings, the undying. Ring of the swift shot.
All yours.
All mine.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
What does it do? Ring of the swift shot. A moment's hesitation can lead to an eternity in the grave. Lowers charge time for charge magic by 0.2 seconds. Interesting if I wanted to actually... Yeah, this iconic ability set is making me very confused. We'll swap back. Also... Oh, that's right. So I had swapped off onto the Cleric's Medallion a little while ago so that my potions were super good. Because I was like, I don't need more ability points. And I definitely don't. We have so many already. Odin is waiting over here. Alright. Well, it is time. I shall save. Oh. Well, I guess I was going to save or whatever.